What's up guys, Shouri here, and today we are going to be going over Bloodhound and what he can do. I'm going to go over his abilities, what they do, the different types of things you can do with them, and going over a game which kind of shows off all of them together. First up is Tracker, which shows off on the map different things that have happened like slide marks, people being shot. It'll tell you if they were bleeding and how bad, or if they were just running by. This way you can determine how long ago someone was there and plan accordingly. This can be really important, and your teammates can see them too when you hit I. It'll illuminate them very brightly, and everyone on your team can gain information from this, even if you don't use a mic and call it out. And the aforementioned Eye of the Allfather is what's next. This highlights enemies and traps behind things, and it'll really help you and your team keep track of the other team. It's a really good tool for you to be able to show your teammates people that you see, and it can really help in situations where you're not sure where someone is and you see like footsteps around you. And this ability is something that makes this one of the best legends for beginners by far, because you don't have to worry about finding people as much, and you have to worry just more about shooting them. Another really good thing is if you see people are shooting and footsteps around you on a multi-level structure, you can use I and figure out what level the person is on, and that way you have a better chance of getting up there and killing them, knowing if it's time to challenge or if you should go back and heal and then fight them. That's what we were able to do here. Knowing that there were multiple floors above us, we heal up and we go straight to them, and that allowed us to go ahead and get the kill on them. It also allowed us to know there are 3 people, because when you first hit it, it tells you how many enemies you had detected. Next up is Beast of the Hunt. This is going to be your ultimate, and it is super awesome. It has a 3-minute cooldown because it allows you to see people as if you have eye. It allows you to see their tracks behind them, but most importantly, it takes the cooldown from Eye of the Allfather and makes it only 6 seconds long. Right here, we had another team come up. I was in trouble, so I wanted to make sure I hit Eye as fast as possible. I used the hunt, allowing me to hit I. No one from that side was hit by it, but over here I was able to show Annie where they were, and it allowed me to hit it again to see if there were anyone around. When I saw there weren't, I went ahead, healed up to full, and we were able to live. But it can also be used in another way. If you go up and see that your teammates are fighting and they get destroyed really quickly, you can use it to get a speed boost and get out of the situation. At that point, you can determine if you want to hide and get more points by having less squads at the end of the game when you come out, or you can come back and loop around getting your teammates' dog tags, and then you can revive them. And don't worry if you use it for this. If you do end up knocking someone down, it adds 5 seconds onto the hunt. Another thing is your passive ability, which allows you to use these beacons, which will let you know where the next hill is. These are really cool because it'll show you the zone you're in, and in a green zone, the zone that will be after the one you're in, letting you guys get in better positions. Some of them are on top of buildings and can be pretty tricky to get to, but as you see, there are walls that you can climb up to get there, and some can be pretty difficult to get to. This one is the hardest, that's why I showed this one as well. But just look around, you'll see them on your mini-map. There's these white little beacons, and you can get to them and show your team where the next hill is. It does show your entire team, not just you. And to show you guys all of this stuff put together inside of a game, this is a platinum ranked game that I played with my fiance Annie. Thank you, Annie, for helping me. And I'll cut out the parts that are just looting and stuff in the middle or go into new zones, and only really show you guys the parts that were the action so you can see how to use it. And knowing the guy was in there, I go ahead and use I, so that way I can start even shooting my gun before I get there, and gives me the advantage. Kill them very fast. I'm gonna go ahead and look to see where my teammates are to try to help them with the rest of the squad, and I'm able to get them pretty low, but I have no armor and low health, so I do have to be careful. I saw another guy over there by the door, so I'm gonna use I to let my teammates know where they are, and position myself in a way that gets shots on them, but kind of keeps myself safe since I have very low health myself. And that's really what's important right here, is staying alive and then getting inside so I can go ahead and heal up. And like I said, I will fast forward where I'm healing up a lot, or I'll cut out the parts that are a couple minutes of running or looting guns. Right here, right after we got the kill though, there were people coming, and I don't have a scope for this sniper, so I just have to do my best and try to get any damage I can. But as soon as they got in range, I went ahead and used my eye. I know that they're all going to be coming, so it's going to be really important to see them if I can, so I went ahead and used my hunt when it came up. This allows me to go ahead and use eye to tell my teammates where they are, and that's why I left that guy after my teammates started to go for him, because I knew that I could turn around and use eye again to get it right here. That's what's so important about the hunt, allowing you to use the eye every 6 seconds, is letting your team know where they are. This character is very nice, not just for the damage that you can do with it, but also for the value that you can add to your teammates as well, because they're going to know where people are, giving you guys the first shot in a lot of situations, and you're less likely to go in somewhere with 3 people blind. Right there, we knew he was hiding in the corner, and you could tell that he was healing, so I went ahead and killed him. And I'm going to use my finisher move on him, that way I can recharge all of my armor. That way, when I go to kill the next guys, I'll have a better position. And luckily, I was able to do a lot of damage with my 30-30. I'm going to reload behind the wall, and when I get back, I see a bunch of gas they put down, which is meant to basically be a smoke screen. But unlucky for them, I doesn't care about that and lets me know where they are. This is really good against Bangalore smokescreen as well, and this is what allowed us to destroy this party, even though they came into us right after we had killed somebody. And after knocking him down, I told Annie to go ahead and do her best to be able to get the last guy and then res our teammate. I'll go ahead and keep them occupied over here. And that's why I kept trying to use eye as much as possible on the side that she was on. But the one downside to it is it only gets to people that are in front of you. That's why when I was using it, you could kind of see me like pointing over to the side. This would allow it to get the person Annie was fighting as well. And if you didn't catch it, I did drop my purple armor for white armor because I'm a genius. And I accidentally did it. Why is there white armor in these stupid cases anyways? I want someone to tell me this. It's not my fault that I'm an idiot. But Annie was able to get it, so I didn't really mind. I just decided to go try to loot them. They had purple armor, so it is what it is. And after looting, we just stayed around for a little while just to see where people were. We moved up to where this part is right here. I went ahead and skipped that because it was just 2 minutes of doing nothing. But as we got to here, I went ahead and went around this ring right here. That way I could loot the boxes on the other side of the pass. And also it will allow me to see if there's anybody over here running in, trying to escape the red zone. Maybe a little bit of damage added to him. You know, it's just a cheap kill that you can sometimes get. I am always down for a cheap kill. But there was no one here, so I'm going to go ahead and heal up and do my best to get back to my team. Luckily, we had the 6 kills early on, so even with all the standing around, we are still the kill leader. I then noticed somebody was shooting my teammate, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and dash my butt into the zone and try to have some capital city fights. Oh, fun. When your random third goes into capital city alone. My favorite. To their credit, they were able to live pretty well considering they were getting shot so bad. I went ahead and used my eye, and this does one of 2 things. It shows my teammates and me where he's getting shot from, but it also says that they got an eye used against them. It'll say sonar detected if an enemy Bloodhound hits you with eye. So it kind of distracts them from the kill, especially since he was so low. And right here, I don't know exactly how many there are. I just know that I'm going to need to help as much as I can on figuring it out and showing my team where they are with eye. So I go ahead and pop Beast of the Hunt. This will allow me to see their foot tracks and then know exactly when I should hit eye or not. Right there, we go ahead, get them low, but they ran away, and my teammates killed all the other ones. And even though I don't know where that guy had went, I did get my team to be safe, and that's the whole reason I popped it in the first place. But we are still in the middle of Capital City, which is the opposite of safe. The zone's going to come in soon, so we go ahead and get prepared to leave the zone. Our old pal Octane comes by, and instead of just getting his guys' dog tags and leaving, he tries to kill our teammates, because that guy's a genius. Luckily for us, we were able to notice he started shooting at us, and I go ahead, wait for him, and I do wait to hit the eye instead of just hitting it immediately. Luckily, as soon as he was in range, I go ahead and do hit it. Our team sees where he's at, and we start shooting him as much as possible. Sadly, I'm terrible at this game, so I missed. But then we do end up hitting him, and he was able to get him with her accelerator. And then we're going to go ahead, loot him, and get on out of here because the shield was coming pretty fast. So we're going to go ahead and get over to train station, and then go inside of the vault. Go ahead, loot up on everything, get our armor and Phoenix kits to max. I'm going to go ahead and trade in my 30-30 sniper for an actual sniper, the best in the game, which is the longbow DMR. It does slightly less damage than some of the other snipers, but it shoots twice as fast, making it really, really good. Especially right here, where we're going to need to shoot a lot. And I'm going to go ahead, hit I, showing my team where they are. We get a headshot, which knocks him down on the left side. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and get another body shot. And then I'm going to move in with my carbine to try to get the guy while he's down. This is the last squad, so I'm just going to throw a bunch of grenades on him to kill him. And then we go ahead and take that guy out. I'm going to use I again, and then I noticed there are two, and I'm pretty low. This is a really unfortunate circumstance to be in, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Phoenix kit to try to keep myself alive. I tell Annie to give me a minute so I can actually get the kill, because, Phoenix kits take a bit. But then I go ahead, I launch the hunt, and that way I can use as many eyes as needed and know exactly where they both are and call them out to both me and Annie. Right here, I'm going to do my best to keep myself alive and do as much damage. I get the Wraith down, and instead of reloading, I hit I. That way my two teammates know where he's at, since he's the last alive. Even though it ended up getting me knocked down, it did tell them where he was and gave us the win. And this is why I love this character. He's very good, especially for newer players to Apex. And it just helps you find people, and more importantly, helps your team find people. That way, you guys can get all the kills you need and win the game. Alright guys, I hope you've liked this video and it's been helpful to anyone. Please like and subscribe and share this to others who may be able to benefit from this as well. My plan moving forward is to make edited content like this every other day, and on the days that I can't make videos like this, I'm going to be streaming, so that way I can have a video out that's brand new every single day. Feel free to stop by the streams and ask anything you want. If I can help you, I'll do it. If you want me to play with certain characters or weapons, I will. I'm always down, so just come by and say hey. Alright, thank you to all my supporters and donators. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you all have a great day.